According to McKinsey & Company, since the 1990s, construction productivity has declined in some markets, with large projects across asset classes typically taking 20% longer to finish than scheduled and up to 80% over budget. Same source also states that the construction industry is among the least digitized. But today, there are software and mobile solutions to help manage every aspect of a construction project, like that of LiveVend by Construct Technology Limited. John Oamen with his team have developed the platform to help bridge the gap in the procurement of building materials for projects while fostering transparency.
Almost anybody that knows anything about construction knows that construction business is really hard business. And in my years in construction, I also encountered a lot of the difficulties that we face, particularly in this part of the world where we have a lot of other, challenges that transcend this space. And so one of the things that we decided to do is to employ technology, which is an enabler, to our processes which already exist, to see how we can make them a lot better. KPMG did a study that said that 80% of construction projects will go over budget. And this is worldwide, so imagine what the percentage would be back home in Africa. And for us, this was something that we thought, while it's a daunting task, while it's a tough and tall order, we can take in bits to make our mark in terms of trying to solve some of these problems.
They provide real-time data and intelligence to foster planning and give stakeholders accurate information to help them make the best outcome decisions. With the web and mobile applications, workers can document, access and share project information on site for accuracy and consistency.
But the first thing we have done is we've built a platform called LiveVend.com where we aggregate construction prices daily, and so people are able to see prices of construction materials and able to reach out to vendors to get their materials real time. For us, what this does is that it bridges that institutional void of the lack of data. And we're also collecting, the movement of this data. So over time, we can analyze to see at what the peak prices are, what time in the year prices are peak and stuff like that. This is useful data that people can use to plan their projects more effectively and also make sure that, they're able to buy things at the right time, inventory management is done better and all of that. The other solution that we've built is the LiveVend Pro for Projects, which is basically a project monitoring tool. Think of it as a pitch tree to an accountant. It's basically a tool that helps a construction professional see where his project is at a dashboard and at a glance. Also, he's able to tell when certain things that he needs to know happen. For example, when there's a price fluctuation, he's alerted. So he understands, I am going 2 naira over budget, and he can make a good decision as to what the impact of that will be to his project.
The traditional building and construction landscape is gradually changing, and with the increased adoption of technology, many companies can be more efficient.
Our industry is peculiar. It's very, very traditional. And technology is almost like taking them a whole shift. So first of all, people are happy to hear, price discovery, you're helping out. But really, when it comes down to it, we realize that, it's going to take a while for our industry to actually fully embrace technology as a helper.
The construction industry is one that isn't fast to adopt new technologies, but as demand grows, companies may have no choice but to embrace new solutions so they can keep up with the trend. And LiveVend, which is arguably the first real estate and construction price delivery platform, is one that supports the entire value chain, the property sector.